Barcelona dominated Athletic Club. Barcelona had 61% of the possession. Meanwhile, Athletic Club had 39%. Barcelona won 4-0 for a reason. It is because Barcelona had 19 total shots with 7 on target, and Athletic Club had a total of 13 shots with only 2 on target. Barcelona have suffocated Athletic Club at their brand new stadium, with goals coming from Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, who scored a brace, and Fermin Lopez. It came to a point where Athletic Club got so frustrated that they received a red card through Oihan Sancet. And so in this video, I do want to explain the 5 players that really did impress me. And the first player that I do want to speak about, it is going to be Joan Garcia, who to me does receive a 9 out of 10 rating. He played 74 minutes and played in the CDM role instead of the center back position. The center backs that we had on this night was Gerard Martin and Kubarsi. Joan Garcia was paired with Dani Olmo and Fermin Lopez, and Joan Garcia made sure that we did not miss Frankie de Jong whatsoever, because he had a total of 90% pass accuracy, over 55 passes being distributed, and he controlled the build-up. 2 tackles, 1 interception, 4 recoveries, and he was key to our defensive presence. He was brilliant by also giving out a through ball to Fermin Lopez. Many have been saying that this was not considered as a assist to Joan Garcia because somebody else touched the ball or whatever, but in the end, Joan Garcia was forcing that third goal by providing through passes over and over again. Joan Garcia played as a CDM, also as a number 10 at one point, and the fact that he can play in just so many positions, because we have seen him as a right back before, we have seen him as a center back before. The moment Joan Garcia stepped out from the game and he was substituted, many fans in the stadium got up and there was a huge standing ovation. Hansi Flick even backed this by stating, for a coach, having a player like Joan Garcia is something exceptional. So it's outrageous what Joan Garcia has been able to do. Like, I truly do think that he is going to be one of our top performers this season. He's a holding midfielder, a center back monster, a right back presence, somebody who anticipates, steals, adds passes that break the lines. Joan Garcia really is that guy. Moving on towards the next player, and that is Lamine Yamal, and I give him a 9 out of 10 rating as well. At the age of 18 years old, this is Barcelona's best attacker, and as a matter of fact, Lamine Yamal is Europe's best player at the moment, with 2 assists given to Ferran Torres. They are not just normal 2 assists, like they're not normal passes whatsoever. Lamine Yamal first distributed a through pass with the outside of his left foot. No Athletic Club defender had any say on stopping that through ball. It went straight to Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres got the goal. The second one came through Lamine Yamal taking down 3 to 4 players and then putting a through ball yet again to Ferran Torres. It is just qualities and scenes that you cannot really get from any other player in the world. Lamine Yamal truly is special. And I mean that even as a football fan in general. Like, you don't even have to be a Barcelona fan to understand how great Lamine Yamal is today. Maybe if you're just a hater, maybe if you're just a Real Madrid fan that does not want to see what they are seeing with their own eyes, you might say Lamine Yamal has nothing special in him. Like, he's just somebody who puts out plain passes, that he's boring, that he's not really special, that Bellingham is better, that Endrick is better. There's people like that do exist, and you're allowed to think in the way that you want to think. But I think that for the people who are mature, people who realize what reality is, you would know that Lamine Yamal is a world-class player at the age of 18 years old. 8 successful dribbles as well, terrorizing Athletic Club's left side. 86% of his passes were accurate, 38 touches, and 1 shot on goal. I think that his impact, it is unquestioned, and at this rate, Lamine Yamal is only going to get better and better, and I expect him, if assuming that he carries this momentum and he carries this level of concentration and health, that he will be yet again a Ballon d'Oro contender. Moving on towards the next one, and that is going to be Joan Garcia, and I give him an 8 out of 10 rating. This is considered as his first match at the Camp Nou after recovering from a torn meniscus, missing 9 to 10 games, I believe. And to put it quite simply, Joan Garcia is a clean sheet monster. He made 2 huge key saves, one from a close range stop against Unai Gomez on the 35th minute, and he also tipped over a header from one of the Athletic Club players on the 79th minute. He also acted as a great sweeper keeper, positioning himself to really improve the defensive line of FC Barcelona, giving them confidence, hence the reason why we have had massive ratings through Jules Kounde, Kubarsi, Gerard Martin, and Alejandro Balde. And this is no coincidence, like Joan Garcia is good. The last time Barcelona had a clean sheet was back on September 22nd, and that was considered as Joan Garcia's last match before he got injured, and it was against Getafe. Ever since that date, Barcelona never got a clean sheet up until today on November 22nd, 3 months later, and Barcelona finally got their first clean sheet since that day, and once again, Joan Garcia was there. So bravo to Joan Garcia, and this guy is the future of Barcelona's goalkeeper position. Moving on towards the next one, and that is going to be Fermin Lopez. I give him a 9 out of 10. The energy, the pressing, and the clinical goal that he scored, it destroyed Athletic Club's confidence. He scored the third goal on the 48th minute after Joan Garcia provided that amazing sweep pass. 2 shots, both were on target. He had 4 recoveries, 2 tackles, 1 interception, and just non-stop pressing. Always following up if Barcelona ever lost the ball, Fermin Lopez was always there and first and ready to press and force some errors from the opposition. He won multiple free kicks, one led directly to Athletic Club's red card, and played deeper than usual because he was acting as a CDM next to Joan Garcia. But at the same time, bro, he was very crucial in transition, and I love the way that Fermin Lopez was able to really build a relationship, build that chemistry with Jules Kounde and Lamine Yamal. This guy is just so underrated, bro, and clearly he is unstoppable. Like, when are we gonna wake up and finally realize that at this moment, as of November 22nd, 2025, Fermin Lopez is better than Bellingham? I'm sorry that I have to bring in a player like Bellingham, and I'm sorry that in general I do bring in a lot of Real Madrid players, but the reason why I say that is because there is so many people in the masses out there in the world that like to rate the Real Madrid players so damn high, and then when you compare those players to FC Barcelona, you're like, okay, so why aren't you talking about Barcelona in the exact same way? Like, why isn't Fermin Lopez getting the exact same PR like Bellingham? Do you know how many times I have heard in the past 3 weeks on just how important Bellingham has been for Real Madrid, that Bellingham is the best number 10 in the world, that Bellingham is the best midfielder in the world, that Bellingham is so hungry and better than ever, that he should be the true star and over Kylian Mbappe? And I'm like, okay, if you're gonna rate him that high and position him that far up, why don't you say the exact same thing about Fermin Lopez? And I say that because when you look at the numbers between Bellingham and Fermin Lopez, why the hell does Fermin Lopez have more goals and more assists, but Bellingham is getting more praise than ever before? Fermin Lopez has 7 goals and 4 assists in 12 matches, 4 goals and 2 assists in La Liga, and 3 goals and 2 assists in the Champions League. Meanwhile, you look at Bellingham's numbers, and I gave Bellingham the grace. I gave Bellingham the FIFA Club World Cup numbers on top of this current season just to help him up and maybe give some sort of competition to Fermin Lopez here. But even with that being said, he still only ends up with 4 goals and 2 assists in 17 matches. That is only 6 goal contributions in 17 matches. Meanwhile, you have Fermin Lopez who has 7 goals alone and beats Bellingham's total goal contributions. It's insane to me, and with less games. So where is the PR? Where is everybody talking about Fermin Lopez being the best, if not one of the best number 10s in the world and in Europe? And so now lastly, I don't want to speak about Jules Kounde. I do give him a 7 out of 10. He has had a defensive resurgence. 90 minutes were played on the right back position, and in those 90 minutes, it was one of his best performances in weeks, dude. Like, I'm talking about from when you look at his performances internationally and also with the club, this is one of Kounde's best performances in like 3 to 4 months. I would say probably his best performance. This was a game where he had 3 out of 3 successful tackles, 1 interception, 3 clearances. He helped shut down Nico Williams, which is one of La Liga's top dribblers, and he also improved the link-up play with Lamine Yamal, which is something that we have been dying to see. Like, at one point, we're like, bro, at this point, just put Joan Garcia on the right back position because Kounde couldn't do anything. But in this game, Kounde was on fire, making sure Nico Williams wasn't doing anything, providing the backing to Lamine Yamal in the final third. He was everywhere, created an attacking chance for Dani Olmo as well, and even got a shot off. I mean, there is a reason why Nico Williams completed a grand total of 0 dribbles against Jules Kounde. Like, those numbers are just sad, bro. 26 touches from Nico, 5 touches in the opposition box, 0 out of 2 successful dribbles, 2 times dispossessed, caught offside once, 0 tackles, 1 recovery, and 1 out of 6 ground duels were won. Bro, Kounde shut Nico Williams up from the first minute to the 90th minute, and that is the Kounde that we want to see. Is a Kounde that is confident, somebody that does not look fatigued, and I think that he has improved health-wise. So this night wasn't just about the 4-0 in general, right? Barcelona have made a statement that Barcelona want to be contenders for all titles in La Liga, in the Champions League, in the Spanish Super Cup, in the Copa del Rey, and they definitely help themselves on building momentum as they go to Chelsea, a team that has been doing quite well in the Premier League, sitting in 2nd place, right below Arsenal, with 23 points, while Man City only have 22 after they lost recently against Newcastle 2-1. So congratulations to FC Barcelona, and I also want to especially congratulate the construction workers, the people who built the Spotify Camp Nou and helped really fast track this process in 2 years. They are the true stars of this day, and I hope that they get the compensation, the extra recognition coming from Joan Laporta. But that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.